In exercise 9.2.23, we're asked to find the equation of the regression line given this data set and then use that equation to make some predictions for the height of a child with a given shoe size. So to do this, we're going to enlist the help of our graphing calculators. So the first thing we're going to want to do, and I talked through how this is done in a previous video in chapter 9, but we're going to want to clear all lists. To do that, we need to go to the memory window, and to get there, we go to second, which is the yellow or blue key in the upper left-hand corner of your calculator, plus, and then hit option 4, which you can see says clear all lists, and then hit enter, and what it will say is done. Now we're going to go and we're going to enter the shoe sizes in L1 and the heights in L2. To do that, we're going to need to go to our edit window, and so we're going to go to Stat, and it takes us to this screen, and we're going to choose Edit. And you'll notice that I entered the shoe sizes given in L1 and I entered the heights given in L2 because we're going to be using shoe size to predict height. And then you just want to carefully check your numbers to make sure you've entered them all correctly. So now I'm going to tell my calculator that I want it to give me the equation of the line of best fit, also known as the least squares regression line. So we're going to need to go back to Stat, and this time arrow over to the right to Calculate in the middle there at the top. And then you'll notice that option 4 is one of our linear regression options. So we're going to choose 4 and then hit enter. It's predicted Y. And it takes you back to your home screen where it gives the equation for the least squares regression line. And you'll notice that it's giving it to you in the form of y equals ax plus b. And then it's telling you that a is equal to that number and that b is equal to this number. And if by chance your r and r squared don't come up, that's not of great concern on this problem. But if you go back and view a previous video, which is in LoudCloud, exercise 9.135, you'll see how you can turn on those diagnostic tools. In this particular problem, we're told to round our values to 3 decimal places. So our regression equation would be y hat, and the hat just equals 1.049 times x plus 59.805. There is the equation of our line of best fit, also known as our regression equation. For parts A through D, then, we're asked to use this equation to make a prediction. So, for instance, in A, we are told to predict the height of a child whose shoe size, or not child, of a person whose shoe size is 9.5. So all we have to do is substitute 9.5 in for x in that equation. So 1.049 times 9.5 plus 59.805 will give us our predicted height, and our predicted height in this case would be, if we're rounding to 3 decimal places, 69.771 inches. And you'd continue to do the same for parts B through D for the other shoe sizes.